After my time in the army, I married my girlfriend, and we moved in together. Our daughter, Vanessa, was born first, followed by our son, Cole. Life was good until a new neighbor moved into the abandoned-looking house next door. My wife, always friendly, baked a welcome pie and wanted to give it to the new neighbor. I wasn't thrilled but agreed to go with her. Even though a beat-up car was in the driveway, my wife knocked again, and we heard a creak, like someone was stepping towards the door. The door didn't open, but I felt like we were being watched. I glanced at the window and saw the blinds move as someone quickly pulled back. I caught a glimpse of a pale blue eye through the crack. It looked evil. I quickly got us out of there. At least we got to have pie for dinner. That night, as my wife slept, I lay awake thinking. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream broke the silence. My wife and I both sat up, our hearts pounding. Another scream followed a few minutes later. This time, I realized the screams were coming from the new neighbor's house. I looked out the window and saw bright red light seeping through the boarded-up windows. The light grew brighter with each scream and dimmed when the scream stopped. I was curious but too scared to investigate. The screams continued for the next 2 nights, waking up our kids. On the 3rd night, I decided I'd had enough. If the screams happened again, I'd confront the neighbor. I repeated to myself, I am the infantry. I am the infantry, as I prepared to face him. After the 5th scream, I marched to the neighbor's house. I expected to break down the door, but it was already open. All the windows and doors were open, yet the house was dark. I felt something was very wrong, but pushed forward, repeating, I am the infantry. As I stepped inside, the front door slammed behind me, plunging the room into darkness. My heart sank. The 6th scream was so loud it hurt my ears and brought me to my knees. When I looked up, I saw a pair of bright blue eyes with a hint of red, glowing in the darkness, staring at me. In that moment, I realized the screams weren't cries for help or a prank. They were bait.